Hello and welcome to Those Two I Am Guys. I'm James Kennedy and I'm here with my co-host, Tony Earp. Tony, it's a superb day. It's an excellent day. Are you excited?
I'm super excited, James, as always, to be on the show, and welcome to our viewers and listeners. Well, can I just ask you a question? Why are you wearing that? I think it's a Christmas jumper.
It's my Guns N' Roses Christmas jumper. And do you know why?
Well, if it's your Guns N' Roses Christmas jumper, that's different, isn't it?
Do you know why, Tony? Because it feels like Christmas today, because we are about to open a present, not just for you and me, but for all our viewers and listeners. Today, we're opening scroll blockers to our private members and our listeners and our viewers. It's not a public launch, but we're opening it today for our own members, our viewers and our listeners. So I'm super excited. It feels like Christmas.
Now the jumper makes sense, James.
Yep, absolutely.
Yeah, from that aspect, I suppose it is Christmas, yeah. But I think before we sort of explain a bit more about scroll blockers and what it's about and everything, I think the one thing we can both say from experience is that we've both found it very difficult to get more engagement on our video, social posts and ad campaigns.
Definitely.
And I'm sure a lot of our viewers and listeners have experienced the same thing. Hence why many months ago now, must be
many months ago.
Yeah, it must be at least 6 months ago, we decided to do something about that. And that's where the origins of scroll blockers came from, yeah.
Absolutely. And you know, it's been hard, it's been long, it's been laborious. A lot of time, money and effort's been into this project, but you know, we've never faltered from the line. You know, we've been passionate, we've been focused on it because we know it's something that works, and we know that there's products out there that are just not affordable to your average guy on the street. And obviously we wanted to make sure that we could create something that all our members, listeners and viewers could actually afford.
Yeah, I think it's fair to say that we've finally delivered an affordable solution for everybody.
I'll see.
To create these types of scroll stopping videos. Because, you know, if everybody's being honest, unless you're spending multiple thousands of dollars on paid ad campaigns, you're not really getting much organic engagement and reach, are you?
No,
unless you're a massive influencer, of course, which is, again, there's not many of those that there's not many of those around, is there? That's why they're major influencers.
Yeah, exactly. And as I say, I mean, like Facebook's algorithm don't give you the reach that they used to give you. Now it's very much they're giving your audience a percentage of, and if those people then start clicking and liking and sharing, that's when things start to open up. And these are those exact kind of videos that will do that for our members.
Again, James, I think, ourselves and our viewers and listeners, if we're all being honest with ourselves, we all suffer as well from feed blindness, don't we? Back in the day, it used to be banner blindness. Now it's feed blindness.
Yeah.
We scroll and we scroll and we scroll. And unless something absolutely catches our attention visually, because, a Facebook stat everybody needs to know if they don't know already, is 85% of people on mobile they watch videos with the sound off.
Yeah, so true.
So that makes the visual even more paramountly important.
Yeah, and it's quite funny because I actually done about 2 weeks ago, I done a sample of our scroll blocker software for a product that I'm intending launching. Now, I said on the post, I typed on the post, I'm like, this is a sample of our software and what it does. Now, nobody read that, but see all the people that actually seen the post, they're like, oh, I see you're taking bookings for your Santa gigs now. Can you? I'm like, no, I've not. I'm just showing a sample of what it's. So they didn't even read the text. They just watched the video. They seen the text within the video, and they started contacting me, and it went bananas.
Yeah, I've done various testing with them, James, but recently I've been doing stories on my Facebook profile, and when I've done a normal story compared to when I've done a scroll blocker story, it's night and day.
Yeah,
I'm probably getting 5 times at least the engagement. and the people actually looking at the story,
well,
which, you know, is insane when you think about it, isn't it?
Absolutely, and that kind of reach and engagement is great, you know. But for me, I mean, again, I'm not as analytical as you, Tony, with likes and comments and things like that. But the way I looked at it was that little video that I put up there as an example of our scroll blocker software.
Yeah.
Became about £1,500 worth of bookings from one post.
Yeah.
So I'm now going to actively kind of now do that every other day, and I'm going to get my diary completely full for December for doing what I do, you know.
Yeah, and I think the beauty about this particular product is it's very flexible. Doesn't matter what niche you're in, you've got the flexibility with the, you know, with scroll blockers to be able to make it fit for your, you know, your product or your service. Yeah,
exactly. There's nothing more niche than the things that I do, so that's what that proves it exactly. You know.
Yeah, and hey, who doesn't need a higher, you know, more engagement and a higher click-through rate? We all do, don't we?
Absolutely, absolutely.
You know, again, for our, you know, for the benefit of our viewers and listeners, if you use video on any social media platform, especially Facebook, Instagram, and LinkedIn, and you want more engagement and a higher click-through rate, you need to listen to this episode of our show, and you need to go and check out the product at the end, because you'll be blown away.
Absolutely, absolutely. And you know, I mean, as we were going through this and we had our developers doing stuff, it became more and more apparent how insane the amount of content that we were going to give people. And actually, when we did discuss prices, I can understand why some of these other products out there that are ridiculously priced, when you see what we put into this and what we are selling it for,
yeah,
it almost seems too good to be true, if I'm being honest.
Yeah, you know, I think what I want to make clear as well is that this episode isn't just about us selling our product, James. Whether you buy the product or not, and I'm being honest with you, you know, I'm being honest with our viewers and listeners, if you're doing any sort of video marketing or using video in any way on social media, as I say, especially Facebook, Instagram, and LinkedIn, what, you know, scroll blockers are developed for, you'd be crazy not to check this out. Even if you don't buy it, you're going to get some very valuable information from this show and from the sales page. Yeah,
absolutely. It's an education completely. It's a masterclass in my opinion, because it was something that I didn't really understand before, Tony, before we actually engaged in this project. I seen them and I thought, oh, they're quite cute. And I never really thought, but every time those kind of videos come up, I stopped. I genuinely did stop. And it was like, and because, yeah.
I mean, you know, we've witnessed it ourselves, James, in, you know, in our groups, in our beta testing group, because we test the hell out of everything, guys, as you're probably aware from previous shows. We've had nothing. I can honestly say we've had nothing but positive feedback. In fact, we've had people asking more questions than saying anything negative. Oh, it'd be great if we could do this. It'd be great if we could do that. And we've listened to them and we've improved the product before the launch date. Which, in case you're not aware, guys, is today.
It's today. Look at my jumper.
It's today. That's why James is wearing his jumper. Yeah.
But you know, I think as well, Tony, I mean, if you're being honest with yourself, we are pretty exhausted, guys. We are honestly exhausted because we have been working on this night and day. Really kind of, right, what else can we do? How can we add? How can we cram as much value into this product? How can we make it even better than what it is? And we have literally racked our brains, and our developers are looking forward to a holiday, you know, because we have really worked them to the bone.
Yeah, and I think what's significant is we've tried our very best to keep the price points realistic so it's affordable to everybody.
Absolutely.
We know the options that's available as an alternative to scroll blockers, James, and there's only one really, and we won't mention the name right now. But there's a cost for using that alternative, guys. If you want to create these types of 3D scroll stopping animated videos for yourself, and especially for clients in their, you know, in their social media and ad campaigns, there's a cost to that with other options. I mean, you're talking with the one I'm particularly talking about, $199 a month, James.
Yeah, it's a lot. And don't get me wrong, it's a lot of money, and they're good. I can't take anything away from that product.
No, it's a great product. Don't get me wrong, that alternative product, and we're both honest people, James, it's a great product.
It's a great product.
We're not denying that. And anything we do with scroll blockers, or where we take scroll blockers going forward as a product going forward, we're aiming for that same quality as we have done currently.
Yeah.
Because we won't compromise on the quality of the product, James.
No way. I wouldn't put my name to it, neither would you.
For the benefit of our viewers and listeners, they need to be asking themselves, especially if they're new to getting clients, etc., do they really want to be signing up for a $200 a month subscription? Or would they rather be able to create these types of 3D animated scroll stopping videos for a one-time payment?
Yeah, and you know, Tony, as I say, I mean, whether you buy scroll blockers or whether you buy the other product, the two products are incredible. But what I will say is, I know from someone who lost everything when COVID hit, the thought of having to kind of commit to anything other than my mortgage monthly terrified me, right? And it really terrified me, because my priority is keeping the roof over mine's and my family's head and putting food in their bellies. And then, as much as there's some incredibly amazing softwares out there that I would love to be buying a subscription to, I just can't commit to it now because I don't have a consistent clientele, you know. And more to the point, taken away from that other product, we have got a line of animations that they have just never even thought of or even touched. And we are really kind of taking that in a whole new direction, and we want to take that forward.
Yeah, we're proud of the product, and we've a right to be that. We've spent the time and the money, developing a quality product, and I'll emphasize the word quality there. Yeah. I think one thing we can all agree on is that we all need more engagement on our video, social posts, and paid ad campaigns. And if you particularly use, Facebook for that, or Instagram or LinkedIn, guys, check out scroll blockers. Yeah, you'll be amazed at what we're giving you for such a minute amount of money. You'll think we're crazy. I mean, I've spoken to other vendors, James, and they think we're insane offering it at that price.
Yeah, and I don't blame it. I mean, scroll blockers has got to be the deal of the year, in my opinion, because it's not another. And again, I know an awful lot of our viewers and listeners are local guys, and some are make money online kind of guys. But yous have all bought things online where they say press a button and you're going to get rich. It's a brand new, never seen before, shiny, fancy method. And it's just a method that's been rehashed, brought out again, and still doesn't work. Certainly not to the level that you're expecting. But I mean, I was talking to a client yesterday, and I know for a fact that once I've got that client on board, the first thing I'm going to do is create a scroll blocker video for his product. And I know once I've got that client, and then I'm going to work on a deal where it's a case of, right, okay, I want an upfront cost plus a percentage of sales, because I know that we can get some serious traction with this. And if I know that I've got a slice of the pie as well as just getting a fee for making something, then it's going to be much more. It's going to be motivational for me to kind of make sure everything's absolutely perfect and getting out 5 or 6 or 10 in a campaign, and I've got the tools to do it now.
Yeah, and I think, what's significant is the Facebook stat in particular I mentioned earlier in the episode. 85% of mobile users watch video with the sound off.
Yeah, exactly.
It makes the visual that much more important, James. Mm-hmm. And in a busy social media feed, you need to stand out from the crowd. It's as simple as that.
Absolutely.
Otherwise, we all suffer from scroll blindness. I do it myself. And it takes something really special, like scroll blockers, and those animations. It takes something like that to grab the eyeballs, grab the attention.
For sure.
To stop me personally in my tracks. And I'm sure it's the same for you and everybody else.
Yeah, there's only two things that stop me.
Not carry on scrolling, yeah?
only two things that stop me: scroll blockers, like what we have, 3D animation things jumping out the screen and moving on top of other things, and one other thing, 75 or 80% off. That's the two things that really see if I see a really good sale.
And again, again, the one thing I will say about scroll blockers is you can achieve both those things using them.
Yeah, we've actually got sale animations. You know, we've got lots of that stuff as well. But really, like the kind of Black Friday deals, the Cyber Weekend, etc., etc. That stuff motivates me, fires me up, because being a traditional Scotsman, I like a bargain. You know, and from that, I always like a deal. I'm the guy that actually went through my email yesterday and typed in Black Friday as a search to see who was doing what, because you must experience it as well, Tony. I must get 300, 400 emails per day.
Yeah, you know? I'm around that same amount, James. You know,
it's madness.
It never ceases to amaze me. I'm not just shouting out about the quality of our product here, but it never ceases to amaze me that the crap that people push, you know.
Yeah, crazy. So where will we go from here? Would you like to show them?
So we've already established that if you're doing any sort of video marketing, especially on Facebook, Instagram, or LinkedIn, you know, the holy grail is for us to get as much engagement on our video content as possible. And if we're selling a product or service, we want a higher click-through rate, James, don't we?
Absolutely.
And with scroll blockers, which is now an affordable solution, yeah, and we say that with pride, guys, I promise you.
Absolutely.
Our viewers and listeners, and obviously our current customers that are on our list and bought our previous products, James, can now do that. So I think what we'll do is I'll pass over to you. And if you want to go through the front end sales page and the OTOs, because we do have a bundle offer as well, guys.
We do.
At an insane price, and you'll understand when James goes through the content why it's insane.
Guys, for those of you that are listening to us, I'm beaming from ear to ear here, because honestly, and I know this won't be for everybody, but see those people that can see the potential in this and get it, and obviously have a use for what we have here. It's going to blow your mind, you know, and I'm just so excited to do that.
And just to clarify, guys, it doesn't matter what niche or business you're in.
No, not at all.
The flexibility with scroll blockers is there for you to be able to adapt them to any niche or business. Simple as that.
As I say, guys, for those of you that don't know my background, I'm a professional entertainer and tour guide, and in December, I'm professional Santa Claus. And it's not all about the money, because I love doing it. It's one of those things that it makes the magic of Christmas come back to me, because you can see the joy in the kids' faces. Now, if being a professional Santa Claus isn't the most ultra niche available ever, and I'm able to do scroll stoppers with scroll blockers software, and have people stopping at my images and obviously booking me on it, then I don't know, there can't be a business out there, not unless somebody sells toenail clippings or something like that. I don't know how exciting
James,
to make that.
Can you hear that?
What?
It's the smallest violin in the world, because myself and our viewers and listeners, we're not feeling sorry for you, because you get 11 months off, don't you?
I do, but allegedly. You make me work to the bone, Tony.
I'm a real slave driver, mate.
Yeah. Right, I'm going to share my screen now, all right?
Yeah, go for it.
Let's do it. Okay, so here we are, guys. This is scroll blockers, the front end of the package. Now, will we shoot the video? Will we show the video, or will we leave that, Tony? We'll leave it, yeah?
I think we leave that for...
Yeah, let people kind of find this themselves.
Yeah, I think we leave that for our viewers and listeners to go and check.
So for those of you that are watching, obviously you can see our animated characters. We've got them peppered through the page. So for those of you that are listening, we've got a hippo in jeans, yellow trainers, a green shirt, and an old grandpa cap. And at the opposite side, we've got a lady in her gym wear. So we're going through here, and literally the site's here, and it's designed to kind of show you that you'll receive increased engagement, higher click-through rate, more sales, and have your video, social media posts, and ad campaigns stand out from the crowd in the busy social media feeds. Okay, and again, here's some of the things you could do. Okay, you could hire an expensive 3D animator. You know that's going to cost you a fortune, or a video production genius. Again, lots of money. that's if you get money to burn. You know, most of us don't have that money to burn, guys. So starting from scratch, it's a it's a thankless task, and it will take you forever.
Guys, sorry, James. I'll just mention here. Me and you tried this.
Yes,
we
did.
tried before we got our developers involved, because we're all
a disaster.
We're all into saving money, aren't we? We both and I'm starting from scratch. Oh my god!
No, and Tony, I don't mind saying I'm pretty shit hot on Photoshop and things like that.
You are. I must say,
pretty good at that stuff.
We ended up leaving it to the professionals, James.
We did, without a doubt. You know, it was insane. So we're just going through the sales video, and I'm just going to put some samples on. This is one of my favorite little guys. He's awesome. Now remember, most people will be watching this with no sound, but when I play it, we do have background as well for those who do unmute it. Now, this is another thing as well. If you have got an offer, and you want to, you can always either hire a voiceover artist, or can I do a quick voiceover saying, hey guys, we've got an incredible sale on this month. Click the link below this video and we'll give you whatever, or whatever it may be. So let's have a quick look at this. So for those of you that are listening and not watching, we have a gecko doing Gangnam Style, right? He's swinging his arm round and round and all sorts. That was the first one, you know. So it's just to kind of give you a feel for what we're.
Just to mention, James, as well, as you pointed out, the audio can be any audio track you want. That's just one for our demo.
Yeah.
It can be any audio track or voiceover you want, guys.
Yep.
Plenty of social proof.
Yeah. So obviously we've got some great reviews here. Particularly, I like Paul's. Paul's was really quite impressive. I liked them all, but Paul kind of stood out to me.
Yeah, to be honest with you, James, Paul's testimonial and review was about 4 times longer than that. I had to ask him to dilute it.
Yeah, it was. I see you've cropped that, but I mean, I read the full one and it was like, wow.
Yeah,
it blew me away.
The full one just didn't. It just took up too much room, so I had to ask him to dilute it down to the core point.
We'd have had to have created a page just for testimonials.
We
testimonial. Thank you, Paul. If you're watching, we appreciate it.
Yeah, again, for the benefit of our viewers and listeners, I actually got 30 testimonials, James, but I just chose 3 at random.
Okay, perfect.
To highlight, the quality on the sales page and genuinely what users of the product felt about it.
So again, this is in our test group. Some of the comments that people were actually given as well, just in the chat, so it was really, really good. So
yeah, I think the reason I included that on the sales page, James, I think it's important for anybody visiting this sales page, especially our viewers and our listeners, because we appreciate everybody that watches and listens to this show, as you know.
For sure.
I think it's important that they can see what real people think about the product. It doesn't really matter what we think about the products. It's our product. It's about what real people, real users think about.
And they've tested the life out of it, Tony.
Yeah.
They've tested.
Which has allowed us to get to this point where we know the product is absolute quality, James. Yeah.
I mean, let's be honest, I was pretty impatient, wasn't I? 3 months ago, I was ready to go.
Oh yeah, you were ready to go launch.
It's great. Let's go. But you being obviously much more experienced, and yeah, I get it.
I think the word you're looking for is wise.
I was going to say old, but
older and wiser. I'll take that.
But again, let's show you some of the kind of characters here. So we've got, this one's quite quirky. It's not my favorite. I'm going to show you my favorite in a minute. Got a dancing frog in jeans and a plaid shirt.
Yeah, I think what all our viewers and listeners need to be asking themselves right now, once they go and check out this sales page and have a look at the video demos, be honest with yourself. Ask yourself, would you stop scrolling in a busy social media feed to watch this?
They would for this guy.
I think you would.
For this guy, they definitely would. I know it.
Our dancing pig.
Dancing pig. I love it. But my favorite, is this guy. This guy is just my hero. The shark attack. Love it.
Yeah, and again, on the page there's a video that I did explaining what can be edited in each scroll blocker.
Yeah.
And the easy answer, James, is everything.
Everything, Tony. There's nothing on that page. On that there.
Yeah, the quick, easy answer is everything.
Everything, yeah, absolutely everything that's there. You can take away anything. You can change numbers. You can obviously put your own picture in here. Put your own.
Yeah, you can make the
everything.
animation
Big,
smaller,
small.
bigger. You can reposition it in the template.
Change the audio. I'd keep the audio there. Add another audio as a voiceover. You know, it's all changeable.
Yeah,
I love this cheeky little one as well.
Complete flexibility, I think, is what we're both trying to say, guys.
Yeah, it's amazing. And on the front end of this alone, they get 60 of these. You know, it's incredible. It's absolutely incredible.
I think you're right. It's 60 scroll blockers, but remember, we've got different sizes for all the social for the different video sizes on Facebook.
So here, let me show that example.
Yeah, as I say, I did put an example on there.
Yeah, so here we go. So if we call this one Facebook one, you know, we've got that very same one in 8 different Facebook sizes, you know, 8 different sizes for different posts, because some are ones you can use for advertising, ones you can only use for general posts.
Post friendly, ad friendly, and split screen versions, James.
Yep. There we go. So that's them there, and then there's the split screen versions. So that's just for Facebook.
I would listen up, guys, because James is going to tell you the total amount of content in a minute.
Right? Yeah, I know.
This is only on the front end product, yeah.
Yeah, this is on the front end product. So again, every scroll blocker has 8 variations of it. And for Facebook, it's got 8 variations for Instagram, and it's got 4 variations for LinkedIn. So 3 of the most influential platforms online. Obviously, YouTube's a different animal, because this won't stand out in YouTube, guys, because ultimately YouTube is about video. Facebook, you're going through, we pop out. You need to be, you know, yourself. We weren't born to be just to kind of get on. We want to stand out, and everything that we are doing here will stand out on these 3 platforms. You know, YouTube.
As you pointed out, YouTube is a different animal. It's a different
animal. It's all video, so you know it's going to be harder to stand out there. So we're trying to give you something that's going to make you pop out in these 3 platforms in particular. You know, so for those products, right? I don't even know if we come. There you go. 1,200 pieces of content on the front end. Yeah, Tony, 1,200 pieces of content on the front end.
James, can you shout that for me, please?
1,200 pieces of content. It works out like a half a penny or something. It's ridiculous.
Yeah.
Honestly, you know.
Yeah, but you know something, for us, the easiest and cheapest way to do this, James, would have been for us to just do one template for each scroll blocker and let our customers resize them themselves.
Resize them themselves, yeah, but we didn't want to do that.
We wanted to over deliver. We weren't prepared to do that.
No, we not just over deliver, Tony. We wanted to save our guys time and money.
Exactly. We wanted to genuinely provide a done for you solution.
Yeah, and it's done. It's literally just a case of picking what one you want, adjusting it, and getting it. It takes me less than 5 minutes to do one. And as I said, with that one, it brought me in £1,500. So in American dollars, that's probably $1,750.
I think it's important at this point, James, we mention, guys, that all the scroll blockers are developed in PowerPoint.
Yes.
Everybody's got PowerPoint, guys, haven't they? Come on.
Yeah, even me that's got, they even work on a Mac. What about that?
You do not need to be a PowerPoint genius. Yeah.
No, not everybody is, Tony.
Regardless of whether you're a beginner or an advanced user, in the scroll blockers members area, we've got you covered. We've got video training, which I think is 40 videos in total, James.
It's a full masterclass.
That, you know, is suitable for beginners and advanced users. That explains everything about PowerPoint. I'm also going to be doing a couple of short additional video tutorials as well, which I'll be adding to the scroll blockers members area, that shows all the customers that buy scroll blockers a few very cool tricks.
Very, very cool.
Very cool. I've showed James already.
Yeah, I could not believe that would integrate with.
I guarantee the majority of our customers won't be aware of you.
Well, I was certainly not aware, but I'm not a big PowerPoint guy. So, I mean, this real, if I'm being honest.
And the fact that you're not a PowerPoint guy, but you find them easy to edit, says it all, really, James.
Yeah, you know, because as I say, my wife, anytime I need a presentation or things like that, I send it to my wife. You know, I mean, it's like PowerPoint and the Mac alternative. I can't remember the name of that. There's an alternative on Mac. I think it's called.
Yeah, I mean, to just emphasize how super easy these are to edit in PowerPoint, guys. My 10-year-old granddaughter could do it if I asked her to, you know.
Yeah, it's super
easy. You could quite easily edit one of these scroll blocker templates, no problem at all.
Definitely, definitely. So will I show the price yet, Tony, or will we wait and go through the rest of the?
As you choose, James.
Yeah, I would rather keep the price to the end if I'm being honest, guys.
We'll do that then.
I'm not trying to be sneaky, but I just
we'll explain the price points on the funnel.
Yeah. Okay. So
the only other thing as well, guys, I will mention, just because James doesn't want to show the price right now, there are some very cool fast action bonuses as well, which are worth the cost of the front end on their own without the scroll
all day long. Yeah, all day long.
So we'll just mention that now for you.
So here we go. This is OTO1. Okay.
OTO1, yeah.
Right. So another 110 different scroll blockers. So again, we've got more characters. You know, again, we've got a hairy guy that's been in space before. Don't recognize his name, but he's a hairy guy. He obviously needs to kind of take a have a shave.
Do you mean the one that chews tobacco?
Yeah, he loves to chew tobacco. You know, his breath's horrendous, you know. So yeah, nice one, T. Okay, so, and again, now this one here is, when we recorded this one.
Just stress, we're laughing about that, but it is actually the concept of that particular scroll blocker is fancy dress, yeah?
Yes, yes, absolutely. This one here is big sale, but for some reason at the time when we recorded that, I had moved it slightly off screen, so that's my fault. So that should actually say big sale, and I'm going to show you that.
If you click on that, James.
See, I should have moved that up a bit. Sorry.
If you watch that full screen, it'll be fine, but you don't worry about that.
Right, okay. Right, so, but I love this one as well. Look at this. All the sale kind of stuff coming through. That's, yeah, I mean, that's going to blow people away.
That'd be perfect for today, wouldn't it?
Absolutely. You know, we should have put that right over the screen. But we'll get so much, guys. I mean, imagine the possibilities. If you're going to promote, look at this one. Local restaurant, big Italian chef there talking about his product. You know, I mean, we've got so many cool things. We've got builders, you know, look at them doing crazy things. You know, again, we've got fitness guys. I mean, I love this one in particular. Look at this guy doing, I mean, that's literally popping right out the screen, you know, doing sit-ups. You know, if that's not going to attract attention to some local gym, I don't know what is, guys.
I know you like the shark one as well, don't you?
I love the shark guy. That's what I say.
I must admit, the penguin gets a hard time, but I'm a big fan of the penguin.
Yeah, yeah. Well, let's have a look at the penguin.
Yeah,
he is cute. I can't take it away. He is cute, right? But I mean, we've got so many incredible ones here. And again,
yeah, I think what we've tried to do, James, is give it a really good variety of characters. So that, you know, it gives
this guy's awesome.
Blocker customers, you know, a lot of flexibility. Yeah,
absolutely. And again, we've got a lot of local niches: dentists, chefs, builders, salespeople, etc., etc.
Yeah, I mean, the one you just said, dentist. That's a perfect example of what I'm talking about flexibility. You could use that as a dentist. That's the concept we've used, but really, it could be any medical profession.
Any medical profession, absolutely. You know, I mean, if you put a kind of aesthetics business, which is huge, guys. There's so many women out there and men that want to have their Botox done and their lips inflated to like beach balls and all sorts of things. You know, that's the fashion now, allegedly. But not for me. Anyway, but as I say, this lady will fit in anywhere on this. You know, you change that image at the back for aesthetics, then you know that this is a professional medical person. You know, increases credibility as well as stopping them on their scroll. Yeah, you know,
the only limitation is the user's imagination.
Absolutely.
I mean, if you go back to that medical one for a second.
Yeah.
See where you've got the emojis
in
the video? You could change them for teeth.
You could.
You know, this is what I'm saying. You've got complete flexibility. You could change them for, you know, if you use your imagination completely, you could have 3 teeth, 2 good ones and a bad one in the middle.
Yeah. Tons of stuff. Tons of stuff.
As I say, the only limitation is the user's imagination, really.
Yeah. Now, this is for OTO. For OTO1, this is what really fires me up, guys. So again, we've got another 60 different variations on this. You know, you'll see a couple of characters, that same characters, but they're doing different things. You know, so that's something to be aware of. You know, you're going to get a couple of similar characters. I see, obviously, I've got my shark guy there side by side. It's not the same video. It's different animations. But this is firing me up.
To get the full effect, I would say to our viewers and listeners, go and check out the sales page, guys.
Yeah,
because you know, we're trying to explain it to you the best we can, but we're probably not doing it the justice it deserves.
And that's my fault. I'm going to explain most.
No, you're doing a great job, James. I'm not putting that down. I'm just saying that really, there's only one way to see these, you know, in live action, and that's to go and check out the page. Yeah.
Now, Tony, this is something that kind of got me fired up. The next 50 are flags, right?
Yeah.
Now, okay, I'm going to just play this. Here's the Greek flag.
Yeah.
Right, let me see. Let me just press. What one's this? This is Pakistan, right? Okay. And then we've got Israel.
These are aimed at significant national holidays, guys.
Yeah. So think about
again, they could be used for anything for that particular country, James, couldn't they?
Tony, think about this. It doesn't even need to be that country. You know, every single day that you know that there's another holiday or something, Mexican Independence Day, I would celebrate Mexican Independence Day here if it was a product. I would promote a product and say, listen, since it's Mexican Independence Day, for all my friends in Mexico and all the Mexican friends I've got all around the world, I'm offering 10% off today. Just put in the code Mexico, you know. And so now you've got an excuse. I mean, think about it logically. A lot of the products that we sell are digital products. There is no intrinsic cost to us for anybody that buys it, especially if we've got them set up in an automated funnel of sorts. So literally, if we bring somebody to the offer, if we're taking 10% off every day, then obviously it loses its value. But if you're giving people a reason to discount it, then it doesn't lose its value.
And that's another great example about what I was talking about the only limitation is the user's imagination, really.
Yeah, you know, I mean, like, there we go.
I'll mention as well, to be honest with you, you don't even know about this, because I meant to mention it before we got on the call.
You hold them back again.
I've got another bonus for these particular flag ones that I'm going to be adding to the Scroll Blockers members area for the customers that buy.
Okay.
Do you know you've got the background?
Yeah.
That is editable, that you can change.
Yeah.
I've actually got some 3D animated flag backgrounds that I'm going to add to the Scroll Blockers members area. Yeah.
Wow. That's going to go crazy. It's going to go crazy. But the quality is just incredible on these guys. You know, I mean, you know, and again, we've even got the sound effects of the flags going on. It's just awesome. You know, but again,
and the other thing I want to put out there, guys, as well, is that we have got a lot of these flag animations. The 50 we created were for the 50 most significant holiday, you know, countries' holidays that we could find online. That's no disrespect to any particular country. We've got a lot of these flags that we've not developed templates for yet. So if you're in a particular country and you're not one of the 50, let us know and we will create one for your country for you. And that is a promise from me and James, yeah?
Absolutely. You know, as I say, we could have put here and we would have missed, if we put 300 here, we would have missed some, you know, so.
Yeah, absolutely. Again, we've gone with the ones that have got a certain, you know, that are known to be certain significant dates for a country in the particular calendar, like 4th of July, James, you know, like St. Andrew's Day in Scotland, like St. George's Day in England, etc., etc. And, you know, a lot of the major countries. but we don't want to miss out the smaller countries, guys. So again, no disrespect, because we love you all. Just if your country is not one of the 50, let us know, and me and James will develop them.
Happy to do it for you. Absolutely 100%. You know, as I say, we have the technology, we have the people, you know, and again, it adds value to the platform for us as well. So don't feel as if you're putting us out. You're not. But if you give us ones that you know that's significant, and there's a day that you think obviously people will benefit from, then let us know. We'll add to the value. You'll get the one that you need, and we'll get an additional template in there for our other members around the world. So all good, win-win.
Yeah, the thing we'll emphasize, James, as well, is that, as we've mentioned in previous shows, this is the start of this product, not the end of this product. Okay, yeah. We're only going to keep adding value to this product. Let me make that very clear.
Yeah, we're in this one for the long term, Tony. Without a doubt, we're looking at this partnership going forward for many, many years to come, and improving on everything. I mean, some of the ideas that we've got just now, don't be wrong, I probably need to win the lottery to do all the things that I would like to do. But I've got a lot of crazy ideas for this project. And as I say, as our membership grows, and obviously the income comes in from that, the more money we've got to reinvest. And that's exactly what we're doing.
Yeah, we've already got a strategy planned out, James. We know what's going to be happening with the product.
Yeah, we're reinvesting 100% of this, guys, you know, back into the platform. So be under no illusion, we're not here for a fast buck. We're not booking a holiday in the Maldives with the money from this. We're very much, you know, although I would really like a holiday in the Maldives, but no, we want to kind of give you something that we can be proud of. I think it's fair to say that this is our legend, or kind of, what's the word I'm looking for?
James, I think we are proud of it. I think that's pretty obvious to our viewers and listeners. And all I'm going to say is that if any of our viewers and listeners go and check out this product, check out the sales page and all the OTOs, if they don't purchase, that's fine. That's their decision. You've got to do your own due diligence and make your own buying decisions. But trust me when I say this, if you miss out on this right now, you'll regret it later.
Yeah, we've spoke about it already, and this is going to be,
listen to those words. Yeah,
this is going to be a lot more expensive when we actually bring this out properly. You know, this is we've not launched this as a proper launch. This is only for our members, our people,
and our existing customer list.
Yeah, our existing members and our existing customer list.
So you're going through OTO2 here, yeah?
This is OTO2.
This is the final OTO, guys, by the way.
Yeah. It's not a chain of unlimited.
No, we've not gone crazy like with some of these funnels where you've got 24 products in the funnel, 12 down sells, 5 side sells, and everything else sells.
Yeah, you know,
very straightforward.
So what we've got, so you've seen the fact that we've got static backgrounds where you put your image, and we've got our little animated character. How about kind of taking to the next level? We're having an animated background and having our animated character. And again, he can be any size, anywhere on the screen. You can remove them completely and just use these, you know, but look at the beauty of these animated, these backgrounds. Now, for those of you that are listening, we're going through things right now. We've got autumn, big sale, Black Friday, various Black Friday sales, Merry Christmas, all sorts of stunning backgrounds. This Cyber Monday one blows me away.
Can I just clarify something? We have 2 different versions, guys. We've got static versions, which is the one James is showing you now.
Yep.
We've also got animated versions as well.
Yeah, and we're coming to that. So this is the static versions, okay? But wait till you see the next part. So let's find. I mean, this is one of my favorites. I love this one. I mean, look at that. That is just stunning.
With you wearing your jumper, James, I thought you were going to go for the Christmas one then.
Well, do you know, I'm going to go Christmas anyway, but I wanted to show that one because it's one of my favorite ones. But I mean, some of the Christmas ones, I mean, I love this one too.
Yeah, that's very cool.
That's super cool, you know, and this one again is really good.
Yeah, and I think the other thing we need to emphasize and explain, especially with this particular OTO in the funnel, is that, you know, these backgrounds are optimized, James, aren't they, for So using scroll blockers, but that doesn't stop you using them in other video projects as well.
Yeah, absolutely. You've got carte blanche to use these as you see fit. You know, you've got full commercial rights to use these guys. So when you buy this, then you've got access to add this into all your own projects and obviously your customers' projects. Yeah, and that alone.
It's been a while, James, since I've looked at these backgrounds, especially the animated ones. I'm like in awe of how cool they are, to be honest.
I love this one as well. You know, I mean, see that coming in there. Obviously, they won't say scroll blockers in the middle, that's just to obviously protect their assets. But you know, I mean, and they're not long videos. They're designed purely to catch attention. I mean, look at that. If you're selling anything at Christmas and it's a Christmas sale, I mean, how could you not want to buy that product? I mean, really, look at that. Boom.
And again, we've tried to have everybody covered, James, haven't we, with the variations in design, style, and message. Yeah. You know, we've got a little bit of something for everybody. And again, these backgrounds are developed in PowerPoint, guys. So super easy to edit, complete flexibility. You know, again, the easy way to explain it is you can edit everything. Yeah.
Yeah. It's amazing. And there are so many different variations of style as well. It's not just like kind of one type of animation and the graphics have just changed. Yeah. I mean, it's just incredible.
I would say to our viewers and listeners, regardless of talking about scroll blockers now, but if we're talking about PowerPoint for a moment, because you know I'm a big PowerPoint fan. James,
you are, yeah. Mr. PowerPoint, Tony.
Guys, it's very underestimated. It's a very, very powerful tool. And if you know how to use it properly, and the 40 video training we've got in the Scroll Blockers members area will help you do that, you could get rid of a lot of the tools that you're using already, I promise you. Because PowerPoint does it all.
Yeah, I'll be honest with you, Tony.
Bear that in mind, yeah.
Since me and you kind of got together, you know, you've blown my mind with PowerPoint, because I never really kind of realized the potential of it. I genuinely didn't, you know, and it's the fact that
you're not on your own, James.
It's incredible.
The majority of people don't realize how powerful PowerPoint is. It's an amazing piece of software. I mean, going back to the scroll blockers, we've got all the animations, for example, in the center, haven't we, of the screen?
Yeah, absolutely.
We did that as default, yeah?
Yeah.
But when a user is editing those, PowerPoint's got its own animations for entry and exit. So you could have the animation dropping in from the top of the video. You could have it sliding in from the side. You can have it exit at a certain point.
I've just had a moment. I think I want to drop in my little shark doing his dance from the top. That's pretty cool. I never even thought about that, actually.
Yeah. Again, just going on to PowerPoint, amazing piece of software, great tool, guys. If you learn how to use it properly, you will stop using a lot of the tools that you're currently using, because you probably at this point you won't even realize that PowerPoint can do that yet.
Tony, how many of these have we got? Is this 50?
We've got 50 static and 50 animated.
Wow.
But again, James, they come in all they're optimized for the scroll blocker templates. So they come in all the different various video sizes for Facebook, Instagram, and LinkedIn. So as you're pointing out there right now, I'll let you tell them the actual pieces of content, James.
So every single one has got 20 pieces of pro quality content, which gives you, just on this OTO alone, is 2,000 pieces of content. Right. I think we should reveal the money. How much it costs.
Well, let's tell them for the whole funnel, because if someone for the whole funnel, that is that's 5,600 pieces of content. I'll say that again. 5,600 pieces of individual content.
You might want to buy a new hard drive as well.
Well, that's the beauty about having the members area, James, isn't it? Because they
store it for them.
It's a permanent members area.
Yeah.
So users only need to download what they need when they need it. Yeah.
Absolutely, and it's not going anywhere, guys.
We store everything for you guys. We host everything, so you don't need to worry about that.
Yeah, absolutely. You know, but as I say, if you were looking to download all this, you would need a new hard drive. It's a beast. It's a beast. So this one, so let's go back through the funnel then, obviously how much. So right now,
I'll go back to the front end, mate, and start there.
Right, okay. So here we are, guys. It's 30 right now. Now this is going to be 197, and believe me when I tell you this, this is not going to be any cheaper than this when we properly launch. But right now, $37.
Yeah. And to clarify, James, so there's no misunderstanding, these prices, guys, are for a 5-day period only from today, which is Thursday,
the 25th of November.
25th of November, 2021, through that the 5-day period over the Cyber weekend.
Yeah, absolutely.
Which takes in Black Friday, Cyber Monday, etc.
Yeah.
Once the timer on the page it's 0, those prices will be gone, and we won't be changing them for anybody. I'm sorry about that. Please don't take offense to that, because we really appreciate all our viewers and listeners. But I think a 5-day period to pick this up is more than enough. Yeah.
It is, absolutely, and we kind of want to reward our viewers, listeners, and obviously our own customers.
We do.
For supporting us through the time, and obviously giving us feedback when we needed it. And, we want to kind of really, we're giving this away, this kind of fee. I mean, like if we want
and that's exactly, that highlights exactly why the price points are what they are right now, James.
Yeah, absolutely.
Because we want to give back to our viewers, listeners, and our current customers. Yeah,
100%. We want you to support us, and we want to support you back. It's sometimes we find that a lot of people are supporting the vendors all the time, and the vendor very much doesn't give them the time of day. And you know yourself, Tony, how many times have you reached out to someone that you bought a product off, and it's like tumbleweed? You never hear from them. You've bought the product, there's no support.
Yeah, it's embarrassing to say that customer support generally, not everybody, because there's some very good vendors, James, but generally is very, very poor.
Yeah. And one thing we do is we absolutely love and cherish our customers. They become, sometimes I feel a wee bit kind of funny calling them customers. They become like family, if I'm being honest.
I mean, again, to highlight what we're talking about on that particular point, I put a support ticket in for a product I purchased 3 months ago.
Wow.
And I heard back 2 days ago.
That's just nuts, isn't it? I mean, that's just
the message I got back was literally, our development team are looking into fixing it. That is it.
Crazy. But I think I would be bold to say that our customer service is second to none, because we absolutely fall over ourselves to help our guys, and it's like, because I mean, we know the power of obviously looking after good people. If we're good to you, you'll have a great experience. If any of your friends or family need anything, you're going to recommend us. We're looking not just on our business, but we want to make sure that when people talk about us, it's our reputation, it's us, it's our face on the product, and we don't want to be getting a bad reputation because of poor quality.
Myself and James do work on the support desk, guys. We've also got an amazing young lady called Zoe, who happens to double up as my daughter, by the way.
Yeah.
who he looks after support more than we do.
Yeah,
but
incredible.
We take support very, very seriously. Right now, I can tell, because I check support every single morning. So if there is a slight delay, guys, it's only because of the time zone difference, because we're in the UK. But I check. It's one of the first things I do every morning is check support, James. I can tell you now, I've got 9 tickets in the support desk, and all those 9 tickets, I'm waiting for people to provide me with certain information before I can close the ticket.
Yeah.
So we've actioned it. We're waiting on a response from the particular customer.
Yeah.
I've also got a hosting business, as you know, James.
Yeah.
And on that hosting business, I can tell you now, I had 1 ticket this morning that's already been dealt with.
And that's what people want, Tony. I mean, I think sometimes, the best piece of advice I would ever give anybody in business is, when people ask for something, ask them what they need, and then just give them what they ask for. I don't think that's complicated. Yep. Why people make you jump through hoops or make you feel bad for actually asking for help when you've actually bought their product escapes me.
Yeah, well, we're one of the few people that are the exception, James, aren't we?
It's not all about a quick buck for us, as I say.
We appreciate our customers, whether they bought one product or every product we ever launch.
Yeah.
We appreciate every single customer, and again, regardless of how many products you bought or not bought from us, you'll get exactly the same level of support here.
Absolutely, absolutely. So, guys, that's the front end at 37 just now. And again, it's going to 197. And even at 197, it's a bargain. Even at 397, the front end is a bargain, in my opinion. But let's look at the scroll blockers bundle package.
All I would say, James, divide 37. To our viewers and listeners, divide 37 between 1,200 pieces of content.
Let's do it, because I love a calculator.
Well, you're going to do it, right? Okay.
Yeah. Right, so clear. So we're looking 37 divided by 1,200 equals.
That doesn't include the bonuses, by the way, guys.
That doesn't include the bonuses. Does that even make sense? Is that 30 cents or is it like 30 cents?
0.3 of a cent.
0.3?
0.3 of a cent, I would think.
Wow, that's just madness. That's madness. So,
can I just say one other thing while you got the calculator there?
No, it's 30 cents. It can't be 3 cents.
Well, hold on a minute. I'm just adding these up again, or all the funnel. So 2, 4, 2. Divide 137 between 5,600.
All right, let's try that.
That's for the bundle.
Right, okay, clear. So
the bundle, guys, just so you're aware, is the front end product and both OTOs.
Divided by how much?
5,600.
5,600.
And again, this was without the bonuses.
Right, so that's looking at like 24 cents per element.
I think there's a decimal point missing there, James. I think you'll find that's I think you'll find that's 0.24 of a cent.
2.4 of a cent, and even at $2.
I think it's fair to say, guys, if you're paying less than 1 cent for a piece of pro quality designed 3D animated content, it's a pretty good deal, yeah.
Yeah, even if you're paying $1, let's be honest, Tony. Well,
guys, trust me when I say this. Me and James are telling you now, if you doubt the value of this offer, go over to Fiverr, go over to Upwork, go over to these other freelancing sites, get a price for one animated piece of 3D content, and you'll be paying hundreds of dollars.
Tony, our guys could actually create their own business on Fiverr with this content.
Absolutely.
But let's look at the bonuses.
Yeah, I mean, again, that's a good point, James. They get a commercial license.
They do.
So they can create videos
for other people, for money.
For clients and sell them.
And even, let's say for talking's sake, let's say, because I really do get a bit peeved off when people are saying, oh yeah, you can sell this, you can create a video in like 5 seconds and you can sell it for $500 online. Let's skip all that BS. Even if you were selling these products, now, if you go into Fiverr, nobody sells anything on Fiverr for a $5. Nobody. Okay, there's always something,
And while you're talking about Fiverr, James, which is a great point, I did a search for 3D animated videos on Fiverr. And I couldn't find anybody selling anything like scroll blockers.
Well, why are we doing this
again? I could not find anybody selling anything like scroll blockers on Fiverr.
Well, why don't we just stop this video just now and we'll do it and we'll become gazillionaires? Time, we don't have time. But I mean, let's be realistic, right? Okay, if you put these up here and you charge people $50, $100, you will get sales easily. But let's say you wanted to go in low, you don't have experience in Fiverr, and you were doing them for $5 or $10 a time, and they were taking you 10 minutes to create if people gave you the brief. You could do 6 of those within an hour. That's $60 an hour. And I don't know where you are in the world, but $60 an hour in the UK would equate to probably 45 to 50 pounds an hour. Is that roughly right, Tony?
It's a bit of a, yeah, that's right. It's a bit of a corny phrase, but effectively what you're getting here is a business in a box, isn't it?
It is. It's a hugely successful business in a box. If you want to kind of create these and actually upload them with your own branding on them. Don't obviously put anything on there that people can copy and just use generic, like we've done with our backgrounds. You know, we've got scroll blockers over it, but if you've got your Fiverr name over that or something like that, but you can create these for people. And if they want something more bespoke, you can have all different levels. I mean, realistically, if you put the prices out there, even at ridiculously low prices, you could have your bundle back cost in a day easily just by working for a day.
Just saying. I think what it's clear to see, James, is that the two price points for either the front end offer on its own or the bundle, which includes all the OTOs, you know, it's insane prices.
It's mad, absolute madness.
And I want to emphasize, guys, one-time payment.
Yep, one-time payment, nothing else, nothing to pay.
Do you want to go through the pricing on the OTOs, James?
Yeah, absolutely. So there we are with the package. Okay. So OTO 1 with the flags and another 60 scroll blockers that we have already, the characters. Is...
Yeah, the one thing, can you just show our viewers, our listeners will have to go and check out this page.
Yes.
But, can you show them the very cool little messenger chat template we've got as a bonus as well?
Yeah. Is it down at the bottom or?
Yeah.
There it's there. So this here, we've got this template as well. So you can
click play, you'll see it.
Watch this.
So with this template, guys, you can create these very cool messenger chat videos. And again, super easy, super flexible, using only PowerPoint. Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. And they can create that as long as they want. Doesn't have to be like just those little boxes. You can create that as long as you want.
Use it once, can't use it again. It's use it as many times as you want.
Many times as you like. Yeah, absolutely.
That's a bonus.
Yep. So OTO 1, if you're buying it obviously individual, if you don't want the full funnel, you don't want the full bundle, it's $47. And again, that will be $197 eventually as well. So $47 for this with the flags. Now, I think the flags alone, even if you want to get another 60 animations, the characters, these alone will be great tools to sell and market your products on various festival days throughout the year for different countries. So you know yourself, wherever you live in the world, there is people from all of these countries living in your country. So even if you're just a local marketer, there's still something there. And even if not, see if it's Greek Day today and somebody's kind of doing a deal on the Greek restaurant locally, then there's a deal on because it's Greek Day or something like that. You know, I'll go and buy a meal there.
I mean, again, you know, especially if you're running ad campaigns, James, with the ad-friendly versions.
Yeah.
Great for, you know, very highly targeted ad campaigns for specific holiday dates. Yeah.
Without a doubt. And again, on our second package with the static and the animated backgrounds, it's $67 for that as well. And again, the work that went into those are incredible. You know, they're awesome.
Effectively, guys, for 1,200 pieces of content on the front end, it's costing you $37.
Yep.
For OTO 1, for 2,200 pieces of content, it's costing you $47. And OTO 2, which is the final OTO, for 2,000 pieces of content, it's costing you $67. So if you buy the bundle for $137, you're getting 5,600 pieces of content, which are effectively buying the bundle saves you about 10% roughly, James.
Yeah. And Tony, can I just confirm, see if they were to buy all the things individually, those bonuses, do they get them with the bundle as well?
They get all the bonuses are already in the Scroll Blockers members area, James.
Right. So
whether you buy the products individually or whether you buy the bundle, you get access to all the bonuses. Yeah.
So they're going to get access to this spokesperson with the green screens and all that with this one.
I can tell you now, guys, just in that bonus, which is on OTO 2, and those particular spokesperson and green screen video backgrounds, you can use them in, you know, online meetings like Zoom. You can use them on webinars. You can use them in presentations. You can use them on any other video project you want. And there is hundreds of them.
Tony, I have used these personally. I'll tell you,
you've got access to those, James.
I've got access to these, and I actually, I'll tell you right now, I was commissioned by one person. I can't even see if I can see the one in here, but there's one where it's a business building, and there's a TV on the back wall.
That image there, James, is just a very, very small sample
portion of
what's in that fast action bonus. And that fast action bonus in itself, when it says it's valued at 197, it truly is. I actually sell that. I sell that particular fast action bonus as part of one of my other funnels for that price.
Yeah. And you know, Tony, see these people that we're seeing in these, I mean, it looks, I mean, obviously that can be you, but these guys, in particular, this guy, I've hired this guy on Fiverr myself to do an intro for me. He does it in green screen, and I could literally just drop him into any of these images like that.
Well, you know yourself, James, that I genuinely sell that what is a fast action bonus here on this particular
you do.
OTO. I sell it as an OTO on its own. In another of my funnels for another of my products, and
I know I bought it.
Yeah, you did, and that's why you've got access to it.
Because exactly.
To be fair, you didn't buy it at the 197 as it is now. You bought it at the launch price as it was then.
Yeah, I got a deal.
Even so, you know from personal experience, buying that, how insane value that is. You know.
And just to clarify, as I say, I got someone who I showed that background. You know, they said, that's amazing, because they seen it when I was doing a video, because I was using the background. Says, could you do that for me? I said, yeah, let me show you something that I could do. And then I said, listen, I could take your logo, I could make a logo animation, and I could actually fit that in to the video screen at the back of you. And I can loop it for 10 minutes, so that if you're 20 minutes or whatever you want, so that it will be continually looping.
With most things, again,
charge quite a bit of money for that one. I wouldn't say how much.
You're like me, you've got a good imagination, you're a creative person. And for all our creative people out there, especially anything to do with video and video production, you know, the only limitation, guys, really is your imagination. And with scroll blockers, you've got ultimate flexibility. It really is the only, and again, it's a corny phrase, but I'll use it. That the only limitation really is your imagination, and that's the truth.
Absolutely. So let's go through these bonuses, Tony, so that we can actually show everybody what bonuses they're going to get. Which, again, I mean, I know we're giving bonuses. We really shouldn't for what we're giving them here. The bonus is the price we're giving it. But anyway, so you're getting.
This is on the front end, guys.
This is the front end, guys. Okay, so this is the front end. So you're getting 50 various pro quality emojis, PNG and SVG, and you can use those in there. But we've got other ways of doing
those
that.
Those 50 emojis, James, are all the most commonly used ones that we see every day on the social media platforms.
Okay. This is the PowerPoint training that we were speaking about earlier, Tony. And this is incredible.
And it is 40 videos, as I remembered correctly. Yeah.
Okay.
And again, it covers both beginner and advanced. So it doesn't matter what level you're at with PowerPoint, we've got you covered,
Yep. And again, we've got this coaching workshop as well. And I know this was quite expensive, because I seen this. I was going to buy this. This is a lot of money. This is a lot of money.
Yeah, it's a very good workshop on growing your social, growing your business using social media, James.
So you get,
it's very appropriate for obviously anyone buying scroll blockers.
Yep. So you're getting your action guide with that. You're getting action guide 2, and you're also getting a report and an ebook all along with that one project, all tying into each other. OTO1s
and very, very valuable information just in that bonus, James.
Yeah. So the bonus that we showed, obviously, with OTO1 was the chat bot.
If you click that little replay.
Yeah, let's hit that a replay.
There you go. So that's what you're getting as fast action bonus, guys, on OTO1. And again, it's got a value of $97 on its own, that, James.
Yeah, because it's unlimited, Tony. Literally, we can keep adding in and adding in. You can have a full you could actually have a full sales conversation there. If you were like a local plumber or a hair salon or whatever, you could literally have a whole conversation with somebody that was looking to book something.
And again, because that template is exactly the same as the scroll blockers templates with the same flexibility, you can add as many chat bubbles to that conversation as you want. So you can make your video as short or as long as you want it.
Absolutely.
To get your message across,
And it's literally having a sales message in a way that younger people and more kind of online people get now.
At the end of, again, using our imagination, at the end of the conversation, you can have a link to your offer.
Yeah.
An image, click here to get this offer at a discount or whatever.
Absolutely.
You know, you can have a strong call to action at the end of the message. Yeah.
And there's a lot to be said for quality bonuses as opposed to quantity bonuses. You know, I think sometimes when we give people like a shed load of bonuses, they're so confused, they don't actually know what's what, and most of it's rubbish anyway with most people. But that is one solid bonus that I know for a fact
the background we used on that demo can be changed as well, James. That's only the one we used for the demo.
Right, brilliant.
And it looks very cool in the demo, doesn't it? But again, it may not suit everybody's particular needs.
Exactly.
For their project, so they can change it to whatever background.
I mean, if we were talking about a salon there, I mean, we could actually get a client to take us a picture of their salon. You could then send it to you, and then you could have it as if it's your phone sitting there on your desk in your own salon. You know, the ideas that come out of my head's incredible. You know, seriously, I should sell this stuff. And again, ultimately,
James,
we've got.
You could have a text this number to get a discount code.
Yeah, absolutely.
And for anybody trying to build up their, any type of business, for example, say a car wash or most service-based businesses, if they're trying to build up their SMS list,
absolutely,
perfect way to grow their list using that type of video. Yeah,
definitely. So there you have it, guys. That's all the bonuses. Obviously, you've seen the backgrounds already. We spoke about those first. Then obviously you've got the text animation video, which is incredible. And then you've got all these here with the social media and the social media icons as well. And again, that's the prices. You know, I can't sell it anymore. I don't feel that we need to sell it anymore. It is what it is. And again, even if you choose not to buy this product, and that's okay. We are absolutely fine with that, because we think you'll probably come back and buy it at full price later on anyway. So as I say,
sorry, Jen, come on.
So it's entirely up to you, but I hope you've learned something about click-through rates, the power of actually kind of standing out in obviously social media, and how you need to kind of change things up, because the conventional way, guys, is just not working anymore. And if you don't know that already, then go try and just put a regular post on, and you'll see how poorly it does. It's frightening the amount of effort people put in to write great sales copy, to put images up, and they just don't get anywhere. As opposed to, I can have a hairy guy dancing about in front of an advert in 5 minutes, and I can absolutely destroy your adverts five times over.
I think it's fair to say, James, that if you're regularly posting or you're doing ad campaigns, specifically on Facebook, Instagram, or LinkedIn, regarding to scroll blockers, if you're doing ad campaigns on those platforms, or you're posting regularly video content, you've got to stand out from the crowd, because people do get feed blind.
Yeah, it's a fact.
Text-based ads or text-based posts just don't cut it anymore.
No, definitely not.
You need to stand out from your crowd, stand out from your competitors. And this is what scroll blockers will allow you to do. It'll increase your engagement. It'll give you a higher click-through rate to your offer, whatever that may be. But be honest with yourself. When you're scrolling through social media, guys, what makes you stop and look at? What is it that draws you in to stop and look at something? And I pretty much can guarantee that it's something that's animated.
It catches the eye. I mean,
it does catch the eye.
It catches
because we've already established, James, that most people view posts and ads on their mobile device, and 85% of those people, this is Facebook statistics, by the way, but I would imagine is very similar for Instagram because it's the same company, and not too far different for LinkedIn, because 85% of mobile users watch video content with the sound off. It makes the visual that much more important.
Absolutely.
I can't stress that enough, guys.
And again, guys, I mean, if you think about it, imagine you're just sitting in your home, okay, and your curtains are open or whatever, and everything's all quiet, and then something just passes by your eye. Now you could be watching television or whatever, but something just clicks. What automatically you just move. It's built into people. You know, this isn't something that people choose to look at things because it moves. It's designed that way. We're kind of, it's fight or flight. You know, it's either there's something happening here, I'm going to have to take action, or I'm going to have to run, because so it's built right into your system. So when something kind of comes by and everything's still, and then something's jumping out at you, like, wow, what was that? You know, and that's what happens. You know,
and if any of our viewers and listeners are currently running paid ad campaigns on Facebook, Instagram, or LinkedIn, or planning to, getting more engagement and getting a higher click-through rate on your video content is only gonna, you know, it's only going to give you more bang for your buck for your ad spend, isn't it?
absolutely. I mean, see, increasing 1% on, like, I mean, if you get a campaign that's converting at 3%, and you can kind of get more people through, and then it's now converting at 4% or something like that, you know, or you're just getting more people through there.
James, I've heard of some of our beta testing group. You may have seen some of the comments as well in there.
Yeah.
I've seen some of them posting that they're getting 10 times the engagement.
Wow.
On what they were doing previously.
Try buying that, guys.
Yeah.
If you're paying per click, then that's going to cost you a lot of money if you're getting that kind of engagement.
Well, I've been getting, as I said earlier, James, in the video, I've been getting you know, at least 5 times more engagement on my story posts.
Yeah.
And my organic reach isn't great. So for somebody that has got a good organic reach,
yeah,
wow, you can, you know, 10 times that probably. Yeah.
Absolutely. Well, Tony, I've got nothing more to add other than, guys, thank you so much for watching this episode. I know, obviously, it's not usually what I mean, there's been a lot of value, a lot of education in this, but it has been about ultimately our new product that we're launching. So we don't often pitch things, you know, but the reason that we're pitching this to you just now is the prices that we're able to give it to you right now before we go properly live. So if you want to jump on it, please jump on it. If you don't, thank you so much for your time, and I hope you've gained lots of value from the content anyway. Tony, anything else you'd like to add before we go?
Yeah, I mean, you know, we're not going to insult anyone's intelligence, James. You know, this show, a big portion of this show is about us screaming out about our product because we're very proud of it. We're very proud of what we've developed and that we've got to offer. But at the same time, the episode was also about educating people. You know, when I say people, obviously our viewers and listeners. It was as much about educating our viewers and listeners about the importance of getting more engagement and getting a higher click-through rate on their social media video content, whether that's organic posts or whether that's paid ad campaigns. You know, it's super important, James, isn't it? You've got to stand out from the crowd. We can't emphasize that enough.
Absolutely. Well, Tony, at the bottom of this video, we'll drop a link, yeah?
Yep.
For people to go and obviously check out the front end page themselves.
Yeah. And that link will be the same link forever, guys. But if you go to that page after the next 5 days from today and the price has increased, you've not done anything wrong. You've just missed the offer. So it doesn't mean you can't still buy the product. You can, but it'll be at the higher price.
Yeah.
So from today, you've got 5 days to grab this at this very special pricing. Yeah.
And guys, I can't emphasize this enough. Even if you have came here and you didn't jump in at the $37, at $197, it's still the bargain of the century. And for the full bundle at $497, honestly, right now, I would comfortably say that we could sell this bundle for $1,000 and people would pay it, Tony, because it's a great product. It's something that they're paying once, you know. I mean, like one of the other kind of similar products out there, you would be paying $1,200 nearly for the first year. And then you would have to pay it next year again and the year after. The reality is you're going to pay for this one time. So even at $497, if you're coming here late, it's still a bargain, an investment in your business for many, many years to come, because we will be working on this product all the way. This is here to stay.
Yeah, it's a no risk offer, James, basically. And again, this is the start of the product, guys, not the end.
No.
As it is with a lot of products. This is the start of the product. Let me emphasize that.
Yeah.
In the Scroll Blockers members area, we've also got the link to our Scroll Blockers Facebook group.
Yep.
which we actively want to encourage you after you purchase and you're in the members area to join that group, because we want your feedback, we want your input, we want you to tell us what we can improve, what value we can add.
And more to the point, what type of scroll blocking kind of videos would you like us to create in the future?
Absolutely, yeah. You know, we're creative people, but you're creative people. We want your inspiration as well. Yeah,
absolutely. And how nice would it be if you come up with an idea and a month or so later, because it doesn't happen overnight, guys. I'm going to tell you that right now. This stuff takes a lot of work, but maybe a month or so later.
We've got lots of plans, James, for the product going forward, haven't we?
Without a doubt. You know,
we're also in the future, not right now, we're going to be offering a custom 3D animation service as well. So I'll dangle that carrot out there, and
Tony,
it's going to be
great.
It's going to be at an affordable price as well.
Yeah, our own animated characters. You know, so we could have virtual Tony and Jameses. How awesome! We could maybe even do the show like that.
I mean, the vertical ones are probably going to be better than the real life ones, James.
Yeah,
just do
make me look younger. Make me look younger. Take this
just
grey
do me
stuff
one
out
favor, please. Do not let the virtual version of you wear that jumper. Okay.
This jumper's amazing, guys. Look at this. I mean, obviously, I need to remove the background. I've got to remove the background for you because you need to see this in its glory.
You want to show it in all its glory, do you?
All its glory, brother. All its glory.
I'll put my sunglasses on so I don't go. I don't go blind.
There we go. Let's show you this. This is absolutely incredible. So background.
Yeah,
it's
I'm
going
getting
away.
my sunglasses on now, guys. Don't want to get flash blindness.
Right. Look at this. Guns N' Roses. Look, even the sleeves. Look at that.
Amazing.
You know,
you can
fabulous.
You can hear the enthusiasm in my voice, mate. Can't you?
You would if you like Guns N' Roses.
Yeah.
Anyway,
so our listeners especially, you've got the benefit of listening and not having to look at this, guys. That's all I'm going to say.
It's a beautiful top, guys. Come and watch the video. Trust me, it's worth it. You know, maybe I'll take a picture. We'll send a picture. Okay, Tony.
You're cool, James. So, James, yeah, that's Scroll Blockers.
Yeah.
Amazing offer, amazing product. As you said, we're going to put the link below the video. So, regardless of whether you buy or not, guys, do one thing for us. Go and check it out. At least take a look. Do your due diligence. If it's for you, great. Hit the buy button. If it's not, at least you've looked and you've you've educated yourself about it. Yeah,
absolutely. And as I say, we've been thoroughly delighted with the project, how it's come on, and obviously the feedback, how we've adapted it and things like that as well. So we are absolutely 100% behind this going forward, and obviously, who knows where it'll take us in a few years' time as well, because we're all in with this. So I'm really
we've got big plans for the product, no doubt about it.
Absolutely.
And being able to offer the custom animation service is just one part of that, James.
Yeah, absolutely. That's exciting. So, guys, thank you so much for tuning in to another episode of Those Two IM Guys. We really hope you enjoyed the episode. We hope you go and have a look and inspire yourself going forward. We obviously kind of getting your video and getting attention to get your offers and getting obviously more sales. So thank you so much, and we'll see you again in another episode very, very soon. Take care. Bye.
Yeah, thanks, guys. Take care.